Hey, welcome back to the Encrypted Capital recap for Wednesday, January 13th. First off, let's get into the market cap here. We're sitting at $946 billion. Bitcoin is currently sitting at 34,710. Ethereum's at 1,069 and XRP is at 30 cents, up 28.72% for the week. So, first article we have here is Japan's FSA says XRP not a security. The regulator's stance contrasts with that of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. So, the top securities watchdog in Japan told The Block Wednesday that it does not consider XRP to be a security, siding against its U.S. counterpart in the debate rolling the token's issuer, Ripple Labs. So, the financial services agency said XRP, which is up 4.82%, does not meet the definition of a security under Japanese law, The Block said. While FSA's opinion has no bearing on the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission's current litigation against Ripple Labs, it highlights the lack of consensus on XRP's status among securities regulators. So we have countries saying that XRP is not a security. We have the U.S. saying that it is a security, and the pretrial is on February 22nd. So we should find all that information out shortly, but there appears to be that there is a lot of discrepancy about what XRP actually is and what it'll be deemed as. So next we have the feds approve the first ever digital bank. So guys, I told you this was coming, and here we go. South Dakota based, but very much a West Coast tech company, Anchorage Digital Bank National Association has won conditional approval from the OCC for a national trust charter, making it the first ever federally chartered digital asset bank. I've been in the space for almost 7 years now, and I've been waiting to see this for a very long time. And here we are, January 13th, it was announced. We have the first ever digital asset bank. Very, very exciting news. And this is just the tip of the iceberg, in my opinion, for what's around the corner for cryptocurrencies. I feel as we do get legislation and as we do get regulation passed, the currencies that are going to abide by that regulation and follow the rules will thrive and succeed. I definitely feel that XRP and XLM are going to be two of those currencies that do abide by the rules and should see significant price gains this year. So let's go on to the next article here. We have ex-CFTC Chair Gary Gensler poised to be new SEC lead. What to expect for Bitcoin? Wall Street is busy today with rumors of ex-CFTC Chair Gary Gensler to be named new SEC lead by the current Biden government, as reported by Bloomberg. Gensler is also a blockchain professor at MIT and comes with a good background in cryptocurrencies. So in his words, cryptocurrency like Bitcoin need more protection and regulation than oil. All right, so I have the video pulled up here from Gary Gensler's MIT session. And let's go ahead and watch and see exactly what his outlook is on XRP being a bridge currency. And this is back from 2018. Let's listen.
Say Mexico, if it's between the U.S. and Mexico. So one idea that's been around, it's widely associated with Ripple, but it's not only associated with Ripple, is this simple chart. What if I move fiat to crypto and crypto to fiat? Is this called a bridge crypto or bridge currency? I can sort of say I can go from US dollars to Bitcoin or XRP. You fill in the middle and then move over to the other fiat, Mexican peso in my example. And might that take some cost out of the system? We have Sean's issue earlier of volatility. If the crypto is fluctuating a lot, that causes some issues. If there's a lot of cost or friction, because now you're doing two currency exchanges, not one. I'm calling crypto a currency for this purpose. I know that crypto is not technically a currency, but for this moment, let me just call it, you have two currency exchanges, and thus you have two bid-ask spreads to pay. Just the market makers, you need to pay the bid-ask spreads twice, and you have some volatility if the middle crypto is moving around. But this simple diagram is a big part of what Ripple is trying to create with X-Rapid, right? X-Current is a messaging app of Ripple's, and it's competing with Swift. And it has some reasonable adoption. A lot of banks are starting to use it. But don't confuse that with another product, which is an interesting product that kind of does this, that goes Fiat to crypto, crypto to fiat. So what problem, what pain points would this be solving if it worked in the cross-border? Anybody want to remind the class what Tom?
Well, this reduces the number of intermediaries. You don't have to have your bank engage with a correspondence bank, which engages with a local bank, which then it sort of...
All right, so it might, I'm going to say it might lower the intermediation because you still have on the two fiat sides, a bank, a local bank and a bank, and to do the crosses, you need some market-making function, which in Ripple's case, they try to build into the application, and they have market makers to provide liquidity. There was a question, somebody mentioned liquidity, some liquidity. But it might lower the numbers of intermediaries. What else might it do?
All right, so that video was uploaded by Kevin Cage this morning, and I think that's fantastic. Gensler clearly knows exactly what he's talking about. He is describing exactly what XRP and Ripple are trying to improve, and that is Swift. You know, it's way faster for you to fly to China with a briefcase full of money right now than it is for you to actually make a payment to anybody over there. And obviously with XRP and Ripple, they're solving that payment process within 4 to 10 seconds. So one of the fastest, or I should say the fastest cryptocurrency on the market, backed by a company worth $10 billion. To me, it's a no-brainer. Clearly, Gensler knows exactly what he's talking about and is describing it perfectly. And this is going to be exactly what governments are going to need to do in order to be able to transact in a digital age. You know, you have the internet of value now being built upon the internet. And in my opinion, Ripple and XRP, along with XLM, are going to be leading the way in the sort of, well, XLM for the digital peer-to-peer payments, and then XRP handling the multi-trillion-dollar international cross-border settlements market. So hopefully we can get a favorable outcome and put all this SEC news behind us. So I was taking a look at the Tron chart, and I mentioned I was interested in them in a prior video, and I pulled up the chart, and it looks like we've been in a price range for 1,015 days now, and it seems poised to break out at any moment. So I've been keeping a close eye on it. Right now, looks like we just switched over at 6 o'clock, so a brand new day started, so it's going to be hard to see exactly where we're at for the day. But right now it's trading at 3.06 cents, and I just feel like this is just a huge accumulation range right now. So it'll be interesting to see what takes place here over the next couple days. But it does seem like one of those larger cap alts that have been suppressed for quite a while. So I will be keeping an eye on it, and you should too. So this article is from Reuters, and it says ECB President Christine Lagarde called for global regulation of Bitcoin, saying the digital currency had been used for money laundering activities in some instances and that any loopholes needed to be closed. So I'm going to go ahead and play the video for you guys. You can hear exactly what she says.
It is a speculative. It's a speculative asset by any account. I mean, when you look at the most recent developments upward and now the most recent downward trend, for those who had assumed that it might turn into a currency. Terribly sorry, but this is an asset, and it's a highly speculative asset, which has conducted some funny business and some interesting and totally reprehensible money laundering activity. I think that there are criminal investigations that have taken place that I'm sure will continue to take place that demonstrate it very clearly. And there has to be regulations, and this has to be applied and agreed upon. It's a matter that needs to be agreed at a global level, because if there is an escape, that escape will be used. So I think it needs to be if anything, it shows that global cooperation, multilateral action is absolutely needed, whether it's initiated by the G7, moved into the G20, and then enlarged, but it's something that needs to be addressed. And FATF is clearly an organization that has expanded in that respect.
So there you have it. Regulation is coming to crypto, and it seems to me that a lot of the Bitcoin maxis think that Bitcoin is untouchable, and I have a feeling that they may be getting humbled very soon. I do think that it's going to be very hard for the crypto space and the world to move on to use a currency that no one knows exactly who started. It could be you know, Satoshi Nakamoto could be a country, it could be a group of people. I highly doubt it's some guy in his basement and then the world is just going to go ahead and go along with this currency. So that will do it for the Encrypted Capital recap for Wednesday, January 13th. If you like what you heard, please drop us a comment or a like, and be sure to hit that subscribe button. And we will catch you all in the next video.